Welcome to this episode of Texas Healthcare Talks, where we talk everything Texas healthcare over the past 25 years. We're your hosts, the one, the only Philip Ashmore, the legendary Steve Rios, the amazing Dr. Hayes, and I'm Missy Masters. Well, guys, it's August already, and that means back to school. So we are going to be discussing back-to-school things that you might want to be aware of if you, have kids, have human beings in your life that you love. Philip Ashmore is going to be leading us off today with some interesting information. So
buckle up. Here
Let's
comes the
go,
Lord fast.
baby. I'm at the helm. All right, here we go.
Time out. When you found out you were doing this, how much of this is coming from your old buddy ChatGPT?
Actually, no. I would.
Peter, pull up how many times Philip's used ChatGPT in the last 3 hours.
I tell you what I did have
27.
to do.
It's a great number.
I did have to go to Google a lot for stats, right? So when it comes to the stats, but I really want to get some of y'all's personal stories.
I got some.
Specifically around accidents or injuries or something that might have happened either to ourselves whenever we were in school or we have kids, right? Or to our kids. But before we get into that, I have to be honest, whenever back to school season hits, there's just this dread for me. And it's not the routines, it's not the kids waking up early. I actually like that. It's the traffic.
Oh, yeah, and school zones.
School zones, especially marketing, dude.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Like, we celebrate. We'll have a group text where it's like, school zones are done, because we have to drive through a lot of areas where, like, you have to go through schools, and it just... And then, like, you can't be on your phone. That shouldn't be on my phone anyway. Shout out to whatever.
Disregard.
Yeah,
Disregard.
that sucks, man.
Yeah.
It sucks so bad.
Yeah.
And in the mornings, it's the worst.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
It
So,
is.
and it hits on a couple different fronts, right? So for one, you have the parents that are dropping their kids off, and those first couple days, it's horrible. I
yeah.
mean, the lines to the school, especially if you're taking like a kindergarten, first grade,
God,
second
I just
grade
started
kid.
sweating when you
Yes,
said pickup
sir.
lines.
Can I just, hold on, and Hayes, you're gonna help me with this.
Pickup lines are...
If you don't have your kids ready to tuck and roll in the drop-off line, get the hell out of the drop-off
Just
line.
keep it moving, man.
Like, this is not the time to get out and hug the kids goodbye. It's not the time to search the car for the jacket and the water bottle. You put the...
And
Yeah, it's a lot.
stay in line.
Yeah.
Don't you jump me cutting in because you're dumb ass didn't want to get you back in line. I will fight an old Asian lady. I swear.
Yeah.
Hey,
It was
hands
not
are
your
registered
turn.
for everybody in the
happens.
pickup line.
It happens.
That is the fastest way to lose your religion is to get a
Yeah.
drop-off
So
or pick-up line.
You got drop-off line, you got pickup line, and I know you get this, Dr. Hayes, because like if you're not out of here by a certain time to get to the pickup line to pick up your kid,
just no.
It's and nowadays you got to be in these pickup lines like 30 minutes early.
Yeah, just
to
live
get
in
your
the
spot.
line. Yeah.
Just to get your spot.
30 minutes
terrible.
is pushing it, by the way.
Yeah.
You need to be closer to... I know my son, if I'm not the 8th or the 9th car, he's
They
like...
panicking.
Where were you?
Yeah.
You're late. One time he told me, I'm sweating, by the way. You know, I'm like, first of all, I was here at 1:45. You don't get out until...
I'm sweating, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like, how
feel
dare
that.
you have me
the
wait.
kind
Wait,
of-
it's a lot. It's a lot.
The
It
guilt
is a
the
lot.
kids put on us
Yes,
is different.
it's
than-
crazy.
So outside of the dread, right, that we all experience with the traffic and the school zones and the pickup and the drop-off lines, you also have an increase in certain types of injuries. And some of those injuries, of course, they're car accident related. You've got new drivers, right? You get these kids that turn 16 over the summertime. Man, if you turn 16 over the summertime, you're still a really new driver.
Yep.
And now you're going to get around school zones. Now you're going to get around
Parking lots.
parking.
Oh, the parking lots are
It's-
terrible
it's
at high
wild.
schools.
I bet parking lot accidents between the ages of 16 to 19 are high.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because also that's a whole nother element, right? Like even these kids that are new to driving having to park their car in between cars, right?
Yep.
And so can you imagine you get two brand new 16-year-old drivers and they got to like fit in a spot right next to each other? It's kind of like a nightmare waiting to happen anyways, right?
100%.
And I do have one of those stories I'll share here in a minute when it comes to my kiddo.
You know, since we are doing this, just real quick disclaimer, we are not giving any legal advice whatsoever.
None.
We
Zero.
are coming from a medical background. We are just sharing stories. None of this constitutes legal advice
Right.
or otherwise.
Right.
We're just sharing and reviewing.
We are sharing and reviewing.
Right.
So when it comes to stories and when it comes to injuries, if we have our own personal ones, going back from being in school or possibly even our kids? Let's hear them. So, Steve, let's hear yours first.
Man, I got a great one about my sister. It's PE, Blacktop, Florence Black Elementary. I am probably in the fourth grade. She's in the 6th grade. Back then it was K through 6 all in one. And I get pulled out of class because my sister is in the ambulance.
What?
So it's crazy. So I found out the real details of this story, and I am like watching my sister get ambulance out. They didn't even take me with her, and I'm just freaking out. I don't know what's going on. So she was on the Blacktop. They're playing kickball. So she's running around first base, and this dumbass kid sticks his foot out and trips my sister, and she lands like on her head, on her neck.
Oh.
And so, but she was like, she got up, and she was like, oh, my neck, and whatever. But as soon as that happened, as soon as she grabbed her neck and she was sitting up, PE teacher immediately called the ambulance. And they strapped her down to a...
That's probably more traumatic than falling and hitting your head.
Yeah, no,
We're calling the ambulance.
My stepdad calls it, and I call it the most expensive Uber of all time.
Yeah.
She was fine, not
Yeah.
concussed. Her neck was fine. Oh, no. The best, though, is whenever she comes home with a neck brace, and she's like,
Yes.
can I take this off? Oh, it's just like
Oh,
a
my
cone of
God.
shame. But, yeah, Leah fell on the Blacktop, sprained her neck, and she had to get a $1,500 ambulance ride down the street to Mesquite Memorial.
You know,
Yikes.
okay, you say it's overreacting, but I was volunteering at a swim meet a couple weeks ago, and I had a conversation. There was actually a grandmother that was volunteering for her granddaughter's. You have to volunteer so many points in swim to cover your swimmer. And she was sharing with me, she said, my granddaughter can't even swim, hasn't been swimming for a few months. We're just holding her spot in the club till she gets off of injured reserve. And I'm going like, what happened? It's swimming. You know, there's not a lot of injuries in swimming. And they
Swimmers
said,
here?
yeah, right. Yeah, that's about it. Well, actually, there was a kid that backstroked right into the thing and knocked himself out.
yeah.
I was at that meet.
In the pool? That's
yeah,
wild.
Yeah, but anyway, she was a backstroker, and she just kept saying, my neck hurts, my neck hurts. And so they took her straight. This is crazy, but they probably saved her life in doing this. They didn't take her to a chiropractor because sometimes chiropractors that aren't treating, they don't know that there's been an actual injury, like a trauma. They just think it's a sports injury. They sometimes addressed without taking x-rays. This is my PSA. Never let anybody adjust your neck without taking x-rays to make sure there's not
call.
anything there. Because if they adjust your neck and there's a fracture, they could kill you. So
Wow.
they went straight to
I got a story about that,
an
too.
orthopedic surgeon orthopedic doctor for kids, pediatric, and they did imaging, and she had a fracture in her neck, which they're like,
wow.
that didn't come from swimming. Swimming was just aggravating it. Well, it turns out she'd fallen on the playground and had landed like that. But kids, they're made of rubber. She bounced straight up. She had a little headache afterwards, and she'd been a little sore for days, but they didn't think a thing of it. Never took her to get checked or whatever, and she said, yeah, a little here, a little there, but then swimming had continued to aggravate it. And it was so bad that when the doctor saw it, he was like, going straight, like sent her straight to the hospital. She wore a collar for a long time because it was like so bad. They said, you haven't, I think she said 80, this is the grandmother repeating it to me, 80% chance of if you wear this collar. She only got to take it off for showering. Her mother had
that's
to do
terrible.
the hair, that it would heal, and they're still waiting to see if she'll need surgery. But that's
Wow.
why you get it checked,
Yeah.
because if you're the one that has the cervical
Yeah.
fracture,
You heard
don't-
that, Steven? You get it checked. That's why she had to go to the
Check.
hospital.
That's why she went. The
Yeah.
ride was worth it.
Yeah. Anyway.
But playgrounds, yeah, and then not to mention like I'll never forget my JV year. I was a deep man on kickoff, and I ran, but they kicked it to the other side because they were scared of me. And so I go run to help, and I just lay out this dude, and I am flat backed. I am like we're both of us just hit each other. I went to their sideline, and I was like dazed. They took me back to our sideline. They tried to call. They were
Wrong
going to call the
side.
ambulance, but I wouldn't let them. And that was back whenever you didn't have
You
to.
go in the tent now.
Yeah, but so I mean that was a school
Yeah.
accident.
Playgrounds,
Yeah.
PE, sports.
Oh, yeah. And
Cars.
I've got stats on all those that we'll share here in a minute.
Oh, fun.
Definitely.
Hayes, what about you? Any stories?
I don't
from-
have anything like that. No.
Sorry, my life is so
Mine are
traumatic.
just,
Yeah.
mine are just
We attract
basic,
trouble.
getting hit in the face with a kickball or something. Like nothing traumatic like that at all. No, for sure. My brother, though, one of the twins, he was a basketball player, and he did go up for a rebound, and his
Got under?
legs,
Got
and
up
he
and under?
came flat back down.
That guy's an asshole who did that.
When I tell you, the entire family, you know, we deep.
Oh, I bet y'all were in
yeah.
He
it.
came up off them bleachers like, let's go.
It's
But
on.
yeah, he came
See
like
you in the
head,
parking
like
lot.
just straight down, and he wasn't like moving for real. He was just kind of laying there. And then the trainer, she's sitting over there cross-legged like on the floor, and she's doing her little thing. And so it was like a little pause, and then Mama Yancey goes, well, are you gonna do something?
I knew
And
that was coming.
and she
Goodness.
looks up, and I mean, our entire family, we're off the bench, like we're
That
going
is
for it.
awesome.
And they're like, we got it, we got it, we got it. But it was scary for a minute.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't moving. Like he was just kind of laying there, and then he just started slowly getting up. But me, you know, just kickballs in the face.
Yeah.
That's a war wound.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
have those growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, did you go to school in our generation if you don't have kickball trauma?
Yeah, for
Right?
sure.
Exactly.
You know,
For
playing
sure.
football with the boys.
Yeah.
You know, get the scars on your legs.
Everybody's been
Red
pinged in the
Rover,
face.
I
with
tell
kickball,
Nicole-
Yes.
Or extend your wrist.
Absolutely.
I tell Nicole all the time, man, you should have seen my stat line back in elementary school. Well, I was like 6 for 6, like
Let's go.
175 yards,
Yeah.
6 touchdowns.
Playing
Oh,
no
man.
games.
She doesn't remember that,
Playing
but I
no-
do.
That's hilarious.
Playing
So
no
my
games.
my injury was very early on. I was a kindergartner, and they had one of these green.
About to trauma
He
bond.
remembers that.
Green-
So this is
Trauma
bad.
bond.
Hey,
Yeah,
this
go
is
ahead.
this is trauma.
Yeah,
this is
I
trauma.
called it.
I can still see this in the mirror every day. Okay, so they had one of these green step stools that led up to the water fountain, right, for the little guys like me, kindergartners. Well, I'm running.
We still have one here for you in
I'm
San
running. Yes.
I was
Thank
waiting
you.
on it.
Thank you for that. Like, I'll take my step stools, no shame. All right, so I'm running to the water fountain, and there's water on the ground, and I slip mid-run, face plant right into the corner of this wooden stool, split my nose wide
Oh,
open.
owie.
They call my dad. Of course, he takes me to the ER, and I had to get stitches all the way down my nose. So
In kindergarten?
in kindergarten,
And you think you see that every time you look at that? I
if
don't
you get
see
close
anything.
enough, you can see it.
Well, you totally don't get
yeah,
It didn't break your nose?
it did not break my nose.
Yeah, you're lucky it didn't break
I'm
your
lucky
nose.
it didn't, but it did split it open.
Yeah.
So they had to stitch it up. And the funny part about this story is this is wild. They contacted my dad, not my mom. My dad comes, picks me up, takes me to the emergency room. I get my stitches. He does not tell my mother
Savage.
anything
Oh my
until
God, Paul.
she sees me when she gets
Until
home
she
from
sees
work.
And he's the baby at this time.
So I'm the baby.
Ooh.
Yeah. So she let my dad have it.
Your mom is obviously not a violent woman.
Yeah.
Because-
Well, listen. Yeah, she let me have
because
it.
she let you have it.
She let my dad have it.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
gonna
Dad have
say,
it.
like,
I
Yeah.
bet you were
His other nose.
I bet you were a legend in elementary school, though.
Yeah, bro.
Had to
It
be.
blasted my nose as a kindergarten.
Yes.
Oh.
And now I get why. I'm sorry that I judged you.
Yeah, see?
I get
Hey,
it. I
hey.
get, I get it. I get
Pretty
it.
funny.
Oh,
That's crazy.
so we're gonna bomb these stats, Phil? Is this game
Okay.
gonna hurt?
Okay. It's not too bad. And before we get into the trivia, real quick, I really want us to come for school buses. Okay.
Oh,
Because
game on.
Because
there are no seatbelts, and whose idea was that?
Thank you. That is
mean, like, for
exactly
real?
where I wanted to go. Does anybody know why? And I am gonna pull up the stats on this. Does anybody know why school buses don't have seatbelts?
Because kids
they
won't
can
wear
get
them
out? So
anyway,
they
and
can
they
get
just
out?
gave up. They're like, F
That's
it,
what
we're
I
not
was
trying
thinking,
to
if
duct tape
something
these
happened,
They
they
kids.
can
need
get
to
out
get
of the
out?
seats and kids that are too young to buckle.
Okay. Actually, before I read it, I was reading the 90s slogans, okay? Remember Click It or Ticket?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Buckle up, it's the law.
Yeah.
They had a whole crash test dummy thing talking about how important it is to wear your seatbelt. And we have these school buses, like, carrying around our most precious, vulnerable in the world with no seatbelts.
Yeah.
So I had to do a little bit of research on that because I'm like, this makes zero sense. We're in 2026 and school buses don't have seatbelts. All right, so here we go. School buses don't typically have seatbelts because they use a passive safety system called compartmentalization. This design features closely spaced, high-backed, energy-absorbing padded seats that create a protective envelope containing children safely during a crash without the need to buckle up. Beyond the padded seats, large school buses are incredibly heavy and distribute crash forces differently than passenger cars, meaning passengers experience far less of an impact. Experts also cite the need for fast, unhindered emergency evacuations. In situations like a bus fire or a rollover, it's safer for children to evacuate immediately rather than requiring a single driver to unbuckle dozens of panicked or injured students. Okay? However, The safety standards are evolving. Many states now require 3-point seatbelts. So if you're in the state of Texas, Texas mandates 3-point seatbelts on all public school buses by September 1st, 2029, regardless of the year the bus was built.
Good,
This-
good.
There's going to be a whole TikTok trend.
2029.
2029 is coming. So,
F these kids now,
Yeah.
but
yep.
In 2029,
Hey.
we got it.
We'll fix this in the future.
Figure it out between them.
Apparently, there was a fatal school bus crash in 2024 involving a Hayes CISD bus, and so there was a Texas Senate bill that's passing that by 2029, school buses all have to have.
I think that's crazy because if you ever had a bad bus driver and they slam on the brakes and you've hit your head,
Yes.
that seat in front is not cushion enough to
No way.
like block a blow.
We're sacrificing your nose and your teeth and maybe your
That's
jaw
wild.
Isn't that wild?
at the expense of
Isn't that crazy though?
unbuckling.
Just when you start thinking about school buses, you're like, wait a
Yeah.
second.
That is
School
crazy.
buses don't have seatbelts. That makes zero sense, especially with all the slogans, all the click it or ticket, all the you have to wear your seatbelt, buckle up, don't die, all the stuff.
Don't die was not a slogan.
That
underlying-
legit is one of the
underlying
ones.
I get where you're going.
You know,
I get where you're going.
so yeah.
All I can think of is Chris Farley on Billy Madison. Get in, shut up.
It's crazy. It just makes
Who
zero
eats
sense.
46 lunches?
You know, I'm Gen X because every time I hear buckle up, I go buttercup in my
Yeah.
head.
Yeah. Exactly.
That is so true. I don't even think our bus driver made sure we were seated before she took off. It was just like the
Oh.
doors closed
Yeah.
and she was out of there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I-
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Oh, many a times that you are going to sit down, they're hitting the
Yeah,
gas, you're
no.
falling over.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
just
I
different
dropped my
world.
toaster strudel one time.
Did you?
I was mad.
Oh man.
And it was an apple. Listen, them apple toaster strudels.
Yeah,
were
and
so
you had,
good.
and you had already did the icing
I
and
had done
everything.
the icing and like my
Yeah.
little zigzag.
That would have ruined. It's ruining my day
I
right
dropped
now.
my whole toast. I was so mad. I
All
was
the
so
trauma.
mad.
Oh,
yeah.
we
All
should
right.
call this the childhood trauma episode.
Y'all want to see how good you guys are at some trivia?
I can't wait to win.
Well, 2.
Can't wait to it. Love it.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. How many crashes occurred in Texas school zones, so Texas school zones, during the most recent year of available data?
All Texas.
Yep, this is Texas.
All school zones in all of Texas for a year.
Yeah.
2,653.
Ooh, okay.
I like
Philip
the
said,
specificity of that.
That means it's not close.
Go lower.
What? Really?
Ah,
I was going to go
people.
higher.
I
was
know y'all
too.
were. I know y'all
I was
were.
going to go like 3 times higher.
Y'all were going to go higher because when we did the episode and we were talking about all the construction,
Yeah.
the number was way
So
higher
high.
than
Way
we
higher.
thought.
Well, I mean, there was a crossing guard that was hit. The elementary school that my kids went to, a crossing guard was hit by somebody in the school zone that didn't want to stop, like clip the crossing guard.
Yikes.
So,
I'm
okay,
going to go
let's-
1,300.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I'll do price this right.
Yeah.
1301.
You should have said $1.
$1, $1, Bob.
Okay, the answer is 781.
Oh, I should have gone $1.
Yeah.
You should've
I went the
gone
wrong
$1.
way.
Yeah.
It's either up
Yeah.
it by $1 or go the whole way
That's
to win.
true.
I
All right,
totally-
you
yeah.
guys will at least get one of these. Question number 2.
Probably not.
It's true or false then.
What are the 3 leading causes of school zone crashes? 3 leading causes.
Cell phones.
Number 1 has to be distraction of cell phones, right?
Driver inattention.
Yeah, cell phones.
Mm,
Speeding
Speeding's number 2.
and eating. Food. That'd be distracting.
Is it incorrect cross guard stuff? Like the kids crossing the
That's
street
what
when
it
they
is
shouldn't?
because it's failure to yield.
Yeah,
so it's
failure
failure
to
to yield
yeah.
like whenever somebody's
we had
crossing.
in
for the
Claremont,
record,
we
Peter,
had a kid
Peter,
got
that's
hit.
two for
Dang it.
Rios. 2
Yeah.
for Rios.
It-
If you're keeping notes over there,
Oh,
just
okay.
Keep it
write it
score.
down, Peter.
Yeah,
I got
'cause a kid shoots out without.
Yeah.
And yeah, you'll.
All right, here's your true or false question.
True.
false. Oh,
More children are injured getting on and off the school bus than riding inside.
True.
I think that's true.
I think
and I got
that's
a story
probably
to back
true.
it up.
Yeah.
Okay, true. The danger zone around a stop school bus is where many child pedestrian
is not
injuries occur.
Do not say it.
Do it. All right.
Oh, so this happened to a friend of mine.
Yeah,
She
go.
was getting out of the bus, and she kind of put her hand on the side to swing around the corner, and the ring she was wearing snagged a little piece of metal and damn near ripped her finger off.
Oh God.
Yeah, so that's where my
horrible.
brain went with that.
You're a little too close to a lot of these scenarios.
I attract
It's a
all
lot.
sorts of
It's a
chaos, guys.
All right, here we
real.
go.
Just don't let it catch on you.
I know.
Question number 4. How much is the fine in Texas for illegally passing a stop school bus?
$500.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
$350.
I was gonna go with 500.
Okay.
Was-
Nice even number.
So,
Yeah.
so 500 is actually pretty good. I got 2 different stats on this because they had like
I
an
bet
initial.
they vary by county.
So it goes up to $12.50 for a first offense,
Ooh.
with much steeper penalties for repeat. If you're a
Yeah.
repeat offender,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
they're
but
gonna slap you
buses
down.
now,
Yeah.
buses now have those cameras on them where if you pass the stop sign
Oh,
on
yeah.
that comes out, like they'll send you a ticket
Send
in
you
the
a
mail.
ticket.
Good.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Because
that is good.
That's a great way to run a kid
Yeah.
over. You don't want to do that.
All right, we covered this earlier. Which age group has the highest crash rate per mile driven?
16, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My,
it's
my daughter's been hit in the parking lot. The
It's-
little kid hit her bumper, but they didn't even scratch either side. But it wasn't her fault. She wasn't even in her car yet. He backed into hers.
Oh, well.
it's 16. It's 16 to 19.
Yeah.
yeah. That's,
All right, let's hit some stats real quick, and then we can wrap this up.
All right.
Okay, so traffic accidents spike roughly 20% during the first few weeks of the school year, compared, of
Ooh.
course, to quieter summer months. August and September are the most volatile of the season. So specifically August and September.
yeah.
New kids.
new kids,
And then
new
now
drivers.
they're seasoned in driving after September, and they've gone through the parking lot a lot. I get that.
Well, and if you rewind to the safety episode that we did, we talked about Memorial Day to Labor Day is
Yeah.
what? 100 deadliest days. That encompasses your back to school.
It does.
Up to the Labor Day. It's like a good 3 weeks right there.
It does. All right, listen to this one. Pedestrian and traffic accidents. More than 40 children are hit by vehicles every day.
Ooh.
That's across
Every
the
day?
U.S. Across the U.S. More than 40.
No, thank you.
This results in over 15,000 kids injured annually.
I would say, okay, go local. How many? I would say 4 to 5 a year we read about in like the Facebook pages online or little things about kids getting hit during school zone stuff in just my little bedroom community.
I've
You
hit
guys
3
don't?
just myself.
Yeah, right?
Peter, pull up those videos of you hitting those kids.
I got rid of
Insert
those.
clip.
Sorry.
He's like, I hit 2 kids yesterday.
Phillips,
I'm on a point system now.
Peter's dash cam is just full of just,
Oh,
just
God. It's
It's like a
casualties.
video game.
Yeah.
How many?
He's playing Grand Theft Auto 6 over there.
All right, these are the school bus incidents. So, an estimated 17,000 children are involved in school bus related emergencies each year. Approximately 60% of these injuries happen when children are standing near the bus, boarding, or exiting rather than traffic collisions.
Ooh.
But 17,000, that number's pretty wild.
So we're all homeschooling our children now, is what I hear. So this is a homeschool episode now.
All right,
Bubble wrap your babies.
playground falls.
Oh, I
The
don't wanna-
Consumer Product Safety Commission reports over 206,700 injuries occur to children under 16 and occur on playgrounds yearly.
That's almost a quarter
Yeah,
million.
but check this out though, Phil. Tell me I'm wrong. In the 80s and 90s, our playground crap was different than these
It was
plastic
way
shit that's
yes.
now.
different.
I
Yeah.
miss the merry-go-rounds where you literally your body
Yeah.
just shoot off like
Everything was metal.
Yeah, everything was metal,
Yeah.
and we had like 15-foot monkey bar boxes that we would jump off
Absolutely.
of.
Yeah, the
Wild.
slide
And the
could
last-
lacerate you at any
Yes.
moment.
The last
Yes.
one,
Yes.
Steve, you kind of spoke on this one. So the return of PE after school sports leads to tens of thousands of emergency room visits from sprains, strains, and concussions. And then there's a huge spike in child pedestrian injuries, which reach their highest levels of the year in September.
Woo.
Isn't that wild?
It's understandable because that's
It
football
is.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of kids doing that and across the nation and not just, that makes sense.
Yeah, sports injuries, PE injuries.
PE injuries, Phil?
PE,
Yes, something to tell us?
physical,
Okay.
physical education. Yeah, PE, you know, hey, maybe somebody's got a little issue
And
in the restroom.
that's how you wrap up a
That's
back to
exactly
school.
right.
Make sure you
Thank
pack
you.
extra pair of
And we're
underwear in
done.
your kids' backpacks.
Yes.
You never know when they're
100%.
peeing.
Well, thank you for trauma bonding with us during this episode of Texas Healthcare Talks. If you, someone you know, love, or God forbid, a kid you know or loves, is injured in the state of Texas, please give us a call. We can help. And please join us next time as we revisit some topic guaranteed to give you some childhood trauma. See you next time.